Good morning, and welcome to another edition of 10 with Tom. Easter has come and gone. Jesus is still alive and on the throne. And for many of us, today is a day off of school or of work. So what do we do today? Here's an idea. Today, deal with the junk. What junk? Come on. You know that you have a junk drawer in your house, generally in the kitchen. Maybe a closet where you stuff things. Maybe you have a junk room. And depending on where you live, your basement, your garage, or your attic might be filled with junk. You know, we all have emotional attics and basements where we store our junk too. And it's the same in relationships. It's hard for a relationship to thrive when either party hasn't processed their mental and emotional junk. Here's the stuff we're talking about. Regrets that we have over past mistakes. Grudges that we hold on to when we feel that we've been wronged. And hurts that we hide under clouds of anger, skepticism, and isolation. As coaches, we often talk to our teams after a loss about not allowing one loss to beat you twice. And that can happen when we don't let the past go and move forward. So it's time to move forward. If you're the type to hold grudges and to hang on to past mistakes, even your own mistakes, you know the feeling of being weighed down by your mental and emotional junk. Clinging to hurts and nourishing grudges will eat your soul. It'll consume your happiness, and it will rob you of all progress. Like blame, this junk keeps you trapped in the past. If an old beau had hurt you and you've never let it go, every time your mate does something like it, you will react with unjustified fervor, as if they were the original person who hurt you. As a result, your mate is left upset and baffled at your excessive reaction to a slight infraction that on its own was insignificant. You won't know what you have in your life, let alone what you need, until you clear out the junk of the past so that you can experience the blessings of the here and now. It all comes down to obeying these two scriptures. First of all, from the Lord's Prayer in Matthew chapter 6, verse 12, we read, "And forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors." If we want forgiveness, we need to forgive first. As we forgive, God forgives us. And then secondly, from Isaiah chapter 43, verses 18 and 19. "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." So the question for today is, what new thing does the Lord want to do in your life today? Deal with the junk and find out. That's the word for you today. Now, as far as news of things coming up, we want to wish a happy birthday to John McClure today. Also, I want to say thank you to Ryan McCauley for all of his work in getting all of the Holy Week services online. For those of you who don't know, Ryan is a high school senior who's taken over our sound and our lighting, and Ryan does an amazing job. All the while finishing up a very busy senior year academically, and also being a starter for the Bartram Trail High School tennis team. Ryan also makes sure that our youth have all the technology they need ready to go for Sunday night youth group and also for Wild Wednesdays. We couldn't do it without you, Ryan, so thank you so much for all the time and energy you put in this week. And also, a special thank you to all who worked on the children's Easter egg hunt yesterday or who provided snacks for our Easter service. What a delightful addition they were to our Easter celebration yesterday. Now, I also want to mention that our youth are invited to join us today for lunch at Subway. We're going to meet at the church at 12 noon, and pickup time will be 2 p.m. back at the church. We also want to mention to our Primetimers group, our senior adults, this Friday, they are meeting at the Classic Car Museum of St. Augustine, which is located at 4730 Dixie Highway in St. Augustine. They will meet there at 12:30. The cost is $12 per person. And the group, as is becoming their norm, they are headed to Cold Cow afterwards for some incredible ice cream. If you haven't been to Cold Cow, we highly recommend that. We do that as a staff because, boy, our staff loves Cold Cow. Also want to mention, Growing in God is the theme of our summer vacation Bible school for children ages 4 through 5th grade, June 20th through the 24th. This week is about creating an intentional time and space for kids to dive into God's Word, as well as a community outreach for the churched and unchurched for 5 days from 9 a.m. until noon. Space is limited, and online registration will begin on May the 1st. Also want to mention our St. Thomas mission team will be meeting tomorrow at 4 p.m. at the church with Pastor Mike. So if you're headed to St. Thomas, you're going to want to be there tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Also want to take the time to mention that we want to welcome Nick Patterson here at the Village Church as our new Director of Music and Media. Nick will be beginning his duties with us tomorrow, and we look forward to his ministry with us. So when you see Nick this coming Sunday, make sure you take the time to introduce yourself and say hello. Finally, join us this Friday night, April the 22nd, for a night of praise at 6:30 p.m. Weather permitting, we are planning on holding it in our parking lot, and so we invite you to bring your own chair. And everybody is welcome, so please invite your neighbors and bring them along with you. In the event of rain, we will move the event inside, but we're praying for a beautiful night so that we can sing our praises to the Lord outside. We can't wait to worship with you. That's all we've got for today. I know we didn't fill up 10 minutes, but that's okay, because last week I think we took 13, so it balances out. But we just want you to know we love you, church, and have yourself a great day. Jesus is alive.